Alright, so we are going to be continuing our playthrough of Amnesia, The Dark Descent. Got a couple hours into it last stream. I managed to get ourselves through, I'm guessing, the first part of it. Still not entirely sure what is going on, other than we're after somebody that has apparently been causing a fair bit of trouble. So we will see how the story continues to unfold. Have already learned that we cannot trust our senses. Ouch! There's something in the water apparently. I know it was splashing around earlier, but slight headache, barely conscious. Boy, that really hurt. The wound is bleeding quite badly. Okay. So whatever it is. Ow. Huh. So that's already going poorly for us. Not sure what it is. Through here is going to be the real question. Not over that way. Does it have a path that it follows? Oh, it's not right there. It's pretty good at following me, whatever it is. Yeah, no kidding, Prime. Let's see. The gate is too heavy. There must be an opening mechanism. little bit faster than it does. But only just. Have a bunch of oil left. This is not good. Guess I should have conserved my oil, because this isn't really doing any damage as far as the dark. Oh, never mind. It's doing a lot of damage. really? Keep out of the water. Yeah, avoid looking at enemies for too long. It will drain your sanity and you will eventually be seen. Of course, I'm auto-saved at a point where I have no fuel or idea where I'm at. Turned on me quick. I think I might have to figure out, because I'm dealing with both darkness and insanity here. Let's see. Apparently the DLC Justine is even more unforgiving than this is. So I was right, there is a lever in that first room. If I can, of course, get to it. Question is, where is it? I'm wondering actually is options. I turned on the crosshair for this too, but it's not. Hey Ash. Says there's a lever in here, according to the walkthrough. Fumbling around in the dark for the first problem. Walkthrough doesn't tell you where it is, just says it's in that room, and I can't see a damn thing. And I'm out of oil, so probably out of sanity too. Yep. I mean, there's not even a hand icon lighting up to pull a lever. I've thrown just about all the distractions I've got in here. Almost. So, I'll turn it up just in case it got bumped. Yeah, it's maxed at the moment. I haven't touched the output is maxed for the meld as well for capture. Walkthrough said there's a lever somewhere in here. Stuck in the corner too, so. Oh. I gotta look this one up. I mean, the walkthrough even says that there's supposed to be a this is apparently a really short game too, because I'm already on the walkthrough. I'm at least halfway through it already, which I think on my last session I only played for a couple of hours. Your voice is being drowned out. I don't know if it's your headphones, or if your game just happens to be loud enough to silence you. No, that's one other issue that I had was I can't set the game capture there. Turn that down. That is the room that I need. Oh. Nope. This is not the room that I was in. Oh, right. It's on a timer. Lovely. Oh, right. Okay. So, I was in the wrong room. What I was supposed to get in there was the health kit that I don't really need at the moment. This is going to be on a timer, I'm sure. So, I was in the wrong room because I got disoriented after getting killed. Yeah, that's what I figured. Okay. Reset the timer there. There we go. Now I'm in the second part. And of course, there's another monster. Go back where you came from. Use this really sparingly. Somebody's hand. No, there's a level. Lovely. Distracted with meat snacks, apparently. Ow. Is the mic picking me up any better? Or the sound low enough that you all can hear me? Okay. Up a hollow needle. Not sure what I'm going to need that for. I just lost my fuel. It's locked with a simple lock. Strong surgical needle. Do I pick it? Yep. Something large brushed against his leg, and he felt himself being dragged along by the current of the beast. He pushed himself above the surface. "Help," he cried, as the ocean swallowed him again. Ouch. Block the path, run. Oh, this one gives you hints when you die other than just telling you that death is the end. Probably running in circles here, it looks like. Okay. Starting to remind me of the one of the puzzles in Penumbra, where I had a really? Yeah. There was one in Penumbra where I had to collapse a tunnel behind me as I had a giant worm thingy chasing me. Apparently I just had to make it far enough and then run. He felt himself being hoisted out of the ocean. The lacquered hull of SS Hortensia glittered in the soothing warm yellow light of the setting sun. He turned his head to the calm ocean, reaching towards the coast of Portugal, and thought, is this another dream? The Hortensia is a boat that my character apparently took earlier. I remember that from the journal entries last session. Music's nice. Okay. Yes, I saw it when I came up the stairs. I'm not going to walk blindly towards it at the moment. Alright then. Not at all creepy. This must be the inner sanctum I've been trying to reach, though. Storage. Guest room. Study. this door's already open. Which means it's either the first or last place I should be going. Let's explore the guest room and study first. He tried to fit the pieces together, but like the sand dunes, they shifted when they weren't looking.
My journal is gone. What do they want with my journal?
Another one of these things. Ah! Oh. Probably nothing in any of these drawers. Nope. I love how I can set so much stuff on fire provided I have a tinderbox. I'm gonna need some more oil. Somebody ransacked this place. Almost looks like I went through it. Amateurs. Yeah, the only door that was not opened had something in it. Of course it would.
2nd of July, 1839. I received a letter today from the Algerian governor's office disclosing the fate of Herbert's expedition. About a week after my departure, Abdullah, one of the men traveling with us, returned from the desert. He was badly injured, as if maimed by a lion. The man rambled deliriously about the expedition being attacked by something horrible. The French quickly dispatched a search party to look for the expedition. After searching for days, they found the camp abandoned without any trace of Herbert or his men. Tomorrow, I'll retrieve the things they recovered from Herbert's tent at the customs house. I don't know what to make of it, but I'm worried for him.
Crowbar. The best tool for a game like this.
Daniel?
What?
Still having nightmares, I see.
Yes, I can't shake them. They come every night.
We'll put a stop to them. You'll see.
Yeah, because you're going to try and kill me or something.
3rd of July, 1839. Today I picked up Herbert's things at the customs house. I dug through the trove of documents he had carried and found a log detailing the expedition. The nature of this text ranged from quick notes to colourful accounts of transpired events. I skimmed the pages, trying to figure out what might have happened. May 17th, the day I was trapped inside the orb chamber, Herbert dryly states, "Recovered Daniel after 1 hour of entrapment." This confused me greatly. I was suffocating within minutes. How could I have lasted an hour? I continued reading the peculiar text. Herbert states his facts without judgment or passion, but suddenly I could read frustration into his text. He pushed his men to investigate the underground tomb, an effort which seems to have strained the minds of his men. Madness spread through the ranks, and Herbert had to take some extreme measures to continue. He finally visits the chamber himself, where he retrieves the orb to the surface. His account confuses me greatly. If he has the orb, what are those pieces in my drawing room?
Hey Anthony, thanks for the follow. I just wanted to let that audio finish out in the game before I said anything. But yeah, I need to fix my bot. That was the syntax it had listed on the page. I figured Corey was still doing something with it, since apparently it was a beta feature that I wasn't supposed to touch, and then I went asking questions about it. The door is stuck due to a broken lock. Broken locks don't stop me. I have a crowbar. Oh, we're gonna do it this way.
The key. Please, let it be here.
Alright, good to know. I'll fix that. I'm still trying to get the rest of the Did you ever get the rest of the triggers to work? I was playing with them for a little bit and kept getting internal server errors. Okay. Danger is passed because the auto is returned to normal.
July 1839. It's done. The orb is assembled. I was awakened by an exhausting nightmare. Shaking and sweating, I retired to the drawing room with a cup of tea. The relic pieces lay spread across the table as I'd left them, but somehow I knew how it was supposed to be. I fetched the tar, which I had prepared to fix the pieces together, and without fault I joined them, producing the orb I remembered so clearly. The tar proved unnecessary. It was pushed out from the joining pieces as they merged on their own, with no adhesive. The ancient stone relic now rests on my table. Its immaculate surface and perfect shape could have been molded by a factory. This is all too strange.
How much is hypermarket? I'm not sure what you're talking about, Anthony. He flipped through the Book of Monarchs looking for etchings and counted. 9 different kings from all over Europe had been depicted with an orb resting in their hands. As creepy as this thing is, I'm thinking about that orb from Heavy Metal. The strange letter frightened him, but it was also the only one which offered some comfort. I hear dogs barking. Gotta close that for the moment. I feel like there's maybe something back here. I could be totally off. Nope. Wrong button. Oh well. There's more light in here. That's always helpful. Tons of books, jeez. Not a lot of oil left. Lovely. Make tinder boxes. None. Okay. Animal experiment. Canis lupus familiaris, 1658, April 12th. After a short study, it is clear that the agitation found among humans can be found in the dog. Fear and pain induce stress, which seems to trigger an endogenous response, causing the animal to burst with energy. I believe that the catalyst is produced in the brain. It is difficult to determine exactly where and what it is, but I can sense it. It reeks of cosmic genesis. There is an inherent problem in harvesting this energy, since the creature is bound to die from the exercise. I must refine this process of torture to enable any real work to be done. More experiments must be performed, but it seems that only human beings are able to produce the amount necessary. It might be their ability to appreciate the severity of the process that ultimately augments their experience of terror. Sounds like he's trying to harvest fear. Winter Court Changeling? Anatomy Frontiers, January 9th, 1658. Further disappointment. The antiquarian's latest findings yielded nothing. I am still unable to grasp the inner workings of life and its relation to the power I sense within it. I shall pursue more books on the subject, but I suspect it will be in vain. Since no research has been made in my particular interest, I must attempt to fill that void myself. Clearly, humans emanate more of the energy I seek, but I hope animals will suffice, as they would prove less of a hassle to acquire. Somebody's messed up. Well, that was kind of a given, though, given the game that I'm playing here. Okay, yeah, there's bones. What of it? You've already seen far worse, dude. That should not shake your sanity. Tinder boxes. Cracked window panes are held together only by a weak wooden frame. That's a tinderbox out there. Oh, am I supposed to jump? Yep, because I can't really go this way. Oh, one of these things. When will it be my turn? Have I not shown restraint? My patience spans centuries. From where I came, mankind has not even wasted a breath, yet I bow to you. I have done so much for you, and I have gained nothing in return. Agrippa, I trusted you. It was I who, in all fairness, should have entered that gate. Full refill worth of oil. I'm not using that just yet. Flow cycle rod. What, really? Why am I taking damage from that? Or at least sanity. Alright, I'll go stand over here for a moment. Though I don't know if I actually heal sanity damage. Elevator machine instructions. If the elevator breaks down again, make sure to use the steam engine to build up pressure before channeling it into the machinery. Adjust the levers to get the right amount of pressure inside the chamber. The meters should read up 8 and down 8. Make sure the flow is set according to the following chart. Trinity steam set functions, 4-phase amplitude, complete steam flow cycle. Note that the machine will not check proper configuration until all the rods are inserted. I guess I just got a piece of that. Hey, tinderboxes. Can I pick them up? Thank you. I have no idea what those things are for. But Sir William Smith had been marked. There was no way for him to know that the young man from the other day cast such a terrible shadow. Somebody died out here. Recently. Professor Taylor was the second death caused by his damned curiosity. The darkness in the storage feels strange and unnatural. An important key is hidden in the guest room. Okay, so before we go wandering back through here too much, he panted heavily, trying his best to keep himself from screaming. The medicine cabinet had been overturned and lay collapsed on the floor. He reached through the broken glass door and grabbed all the sedatives he could find. There was something else I was just thinking of. Key in the guest room. He flipped through the book of... Oh, I already read that one. There's a key hidden somewhere in here. Apparently whoever else was in here was strong enough to rearrange a few things that I'm not. I can't completely remove these. Hello, on fire. How we doing? Been a while since I've seen you in stream. Doing alright, just playing more horror games at the moment. This one's... Honestly, I don't feel this one is as good as Penumbra. And it's a little bit harder because darkness actually causes a problem rather than works to your advantage to hide. Yeah, oh no. I take sanity damage now. I never was much one for horror games. I tried them once and it was like, not worth the increased heart rate. It takes a specific type of horror for me. I mean, just mindless gore and blood in the attempt to create fear, not worth it for me. But I've enjoyed Penumbra because it was a psychological horror. It was creepy as hell without being really violent. There was some disturbed stuff in there for sure. I don't want to waste my tinder boxes. I feel like the fireplaces might have something to do with the puzzle. There's supposed to be a key hidden in here. Oh, tinderbox. Walked right by it. This one, there's already been some unusual stuff going on, but name of the game is Amnesia, so I don't have the full story. In fact, I started doing more horror. Yes, there were a few creepy games that I already had in my list of games to play, but I definitely started diving into them because Ash requested it. Can I open the middle drawer? Is that even a middle drawer? Doesn't look like it. There's supposed to be a key in here, and I've ransacked this place after somebody else ransacked it. And I can't find the key any more than the first guy could. Yeah, I was beginning to get suspicious there might be a...
Oh, thank God, there it is. I guess it is a good place to hide it then.
Machine room key. Oh good, I need that. The strange letter frightened him, but it was also the only one which offered some comfort. Okay. Throw the dead body out of the way, because I keep tripping over it. That's right, there was a, something I did forget to grab on my way out. Because I'm really gonna need it. It's in one of these rooms. It was a full thing of lantern oil. was it? Thought it was in here. Oh, hello.
Let's see what you have to offer. What a mess. I should have sharpened the saw, but I can sense it. It's definitely there.
I'm sure there was a thing of oil. Maybe it was in back the other room. There it is. So that's where I came from. This door is now closed. It was open.
You have an ascending room. Will it take us to the inner sanctum?
It will definitely take care of the vertical part of our journey. So, you have ridden an elevator before?
Yes, the Colosseum at Regent's Park has one. It takes you to the gallery where you can view the panorama.
Good. This ride might be a little longer, and in the other direction.
And I have to fix the elevator. It's one of the puzzles. What a mess. Pressure. I need 8 and 8. 8 up, 8 down.
5th of July, 1839. Today I went to the university looking for answers. I was able to sneak into Herbert's office and pick up an address book along with some relevant textbooks. Professor Taylor at the Faculty of History was very helpful, and I managed to approach the subject of the orbs. The most interesting aspect was the prevalent trace they had left in our culture. The mythic orbs may, in fact, have inspired the globus cruciger, which so many royal regalia holds to this day. In ancient times, the orbs were held by priests as a symbol of the sun and its power. As I was leaving, I overheard a disturbing conversation. Sir William Smith, the geologist, was killed last night. Less than a fortnight had passed since I'd asked for his expertise. I know it's silly, but I can't help feeling responsible somehow.
Let's see. 3. I'm just going to be wasting oil doing that. Already used a fair bit of it.
July 1839. I've read every book I can find on the subject. While rich in legend and hearsay, my knowledges lack for the insight I crave. I've sent letters to many in Herbert's address book and received answers of varying importance. Today, I got one which differed greatly from the others. From a baron in Prussia. He said nothing about the quaint stories of priests in underground temples. He didn't even mention them. He simply wrote, "I know. I can protect you. Come to Brennenburg Castle. Signed, Alexander." What am I to make of this? Protect me from what? Is someone after me? I looked up Brennenburg and traced it to the Prussian woods near the Baltic Sea. While being the least informative letter I've received, it causes me greatest distress and interest. As I write, my thoughts are drawn to my nightmares in which a most disturbing sound calls to me. A sound defying description. A voice from the void. The last few weeks have been awful, with so many sleepless nights dreading a repeat of those horrid dreams. Tomorrow, I shall visit my physician, Dr. Tate, in hope that he can provide me with sedatives to help me sleep.
Am I the culprit? No, I don't think I am. That's not good. Machine equipment memo. Note that there are only 2 spare rods left in the storage for the elevator machinery. Make sure to only discard the ones which are badly damaged and keep the others in the inner study rooms in case all 3 would crack again. I picked up one of them already, so guessing that's what that hint was about. No, in that last letter I just picked up, the guy that said come to Brennenburg. Flow. Okay, so that's going to be a puzzle. Alexander of Brennenburg is... the game begins with us kind of losing our minds, but we find a note that says note to self, kill Alexander. He's apparently a terrible person. So that's what this all is about, is trying to get to Alexander. He's in the inner sanctum, which is where I'm headed. Well, once I get this elevator working, it's where I'm headed. There are missing cogwheels to be fitted. Okay, well, I found 2 of them so far. Like magic. Another one was up here that I picked up. How much? A little over half.
July 1839. How has this escaped me? They're all dead. Limbs scattered, heads split down the middle, their skin flayed as if boiled. I feel like I'm falling into myself. What's happening? Sir William Smith, Professor Taylor, now Dr. Tate. Is it following me? How can it not be? It's the damn thing I brought from Africa. Something is after me. I have no choice but to trust the Baron. He better know what he claims. If he is wrong, I suspect he'll regret it as well.
Yep. More than half a lantern's worth, or half. Tinderbox, that's what I'm after. Okay. Not quite at the point of being ready for that. Stand over here in the light for a moment. Journal. Back. Diaries. Nope. Notes. Machine equipment memo. In the inner 2 spare rods left in storage for the elevator machinery. Make sure to only discard the ones which are badly damaged and keep the others in the inner study rooms in case all 3 would crack again. I found one of them. I might have to go back to the study. Well, no, I'll need all 3 of them, so I'm probably going to have to go back to the study unless I find some more. This 3351. I need it to read 8 and 8. I probably have to have all of them engaged. So 3, 3, 1, so that gives me 7 and 8. So I need I can tell it's affecting my sanity. Let's see here. No, I'm not going to use a walkthrough for this unless I need to, but I do need to get something to write notes with and something to write on. Piece of scrap paper if I can find one. The top one is 3. Geez, my hands are so cold they're numb. 5, and I'm not talking about in-game. 2, 4. This pen is trash. 1, 5. That is 6, 5, 2, 2. Okay, so quit burning fuel there. So to engage all of these, bottom one definitely has some fairly large numbers on it, which means down is going to be the low or the fewest, most likely. Just doing a little bit of math here on my scratch paper. So those ones are equal. Five, 1, and 2 gives me 4, 1. Oh, that's going to be way too much on the top. Let me double check those numbers, make sure I did copy them right. 3, 3, 5, 1, 2, 4, 1, 5, 6, 5, 2, 2. Yeah, I did copy those right. If anybody else can do the math, by all means, I will not object to somebody helping me with this one. I know what I need to do. It needs to be 8 and 8, but be 2, 1. Figured it out. Which one was down, down, up, up. Up, down. There we go. Pretty much reverse everything out here. Down, down, up, up. There we go. So that gives me 5, 6, 7, 8. That gives me 1, 6, 7, 8. And then I need the flow rods, which were said there was only 2 spare rods left in the storage for the elevator machinery. Make sure to only discard the ones which are badly damaged and keep the others in the inner study rooms in case all 3 would crack again. Instructions. If the elevator breaks down again, make sure to use the steam engine to build up pressure before channeling it into the machinery. Adjust the levers to get the right amount of pressure inside the chamber. Meters should read up 8 and down 8, which is what I think I just did. Make sure the flow is set according to the following chart. Trinity steam set functions, 4-phase amplitude, complete steam flow cycle. Note that the machine will not check proper configuration until all rods are inserted. So I need to go find 2 more rods, and then I need to make sure that I have them in the correct order. And if I understood the other note, they're in the study. Just because I want to see what it looks like. Crystal clear, all is good. Probably nothing in any of those, but mainly breaking them just to make sure that I get everything moved in case there's any tinder boxes or stuff hiding behind it. That's really all I'm after. I have a feeling that at least one of those rods might be in the storage rather than... Letter regarding the discovery of an orb. To my most trusted student and friend, Johann Weyer. Well, it'll probably be Weyer since this is Prussia. The most remarkable thing happened as I was traveling through the Prussian woods this summer. I finally found one of the orbs I've been looking for the last 20-odd years. It is as inexplicable as the Heliodromus described it in the Hortus Conclusus. My Latin is terrible. Never mind that I have a Latin screen name. It was as is it was told about an underground Mithraic temple crowned with the unearthly artifact. The orb was big enough to fill my cupped hands, and the texture was smooth and jagged, its color washed while rich. Contrast is not enough to describe its nature. It was an impossibility, an artificial paradox captured within stone. I was staying in a nearby village called Alstad, investigating one of the antiquated trails when I finally found the cavern. I went inside and suddenly I could verify the truth of these enigmatic artifacts. They are real. As you can understand, this is the most important discovery of my life, but it has also become my greatest fear. As I entered the underground chamber, I could feel that I was trespassing. Because of my curiosity, I did my best to fight these instincts and fetch the orb from its place. I scrambled out of the chamber and into the woods. I could sense something was following me. It bayed loudly as it closed in. The beast, this guardian of the orb, was relentless in its pursuit. I made my way to a nearby ravine where I stumbled upon some men fishing in the lake. I tried to warn them as I passed, but fortunately they remained as I continued my escape. When I heard their cry of pain echo through the valley, I felt such a tremendous sense of relief, thinking I would be spared. Suddenly, a blue shimmering light engulfed me, and the colors of the forest were washed away before my eyes. I kept running through the bleak surroundings. The trees had turned to charcoal black with their leaves of cinder, the ground covered in murky water. I pressed on through the drenched land as the glowing ember gave way to the rising wind and rained on me. I could hear pleading screams in the distance, and I joined in as pain and fear overtook me. I fell to the ground, gasping for air. This certainly must sound strange, but I had been carried miles away across the Alps to a grassy field outside Genoa. The guardian had taken the orb from me, but still, until this day, I fear its return. Sometimes I lay awake at night, listening for the howling cry I heard in the forest. It has been nearly a decade since that day, and I still haven't been able to write about the incident. The last time we spoke, you told me about your interest and ongoing research into the mythic orbs, and I realized I owed you the truth about my visit to Alstead. Your friend and mentor, Heinrich Cornelius Agrippa. Alright, oh, glad I came back this way, as I had missed something. Only 2 spare rods left in storage. Oh. Make sure to only okay, so I do need to go into storage. Make sure to only discard the ones which are badly damaged and keep the others in the inner study rooms in case all 3 would crack again. So I found the one in the study already. I need to go back into storage where the unnatural darkness is at. Good thing I've got 8 freaking tinder boxes. Body's back. It resets some rooms, apparently. Or maybe that's part of the amnesia, is I don't know what I've touched, but I haven't. There we go. Alright. Before we get into this craziness, I'm going to take a quick break here. And we're back. If I can get my microphone to unmute. Seeing if my better half is coming back for lunch, I may end up ending the stream. It's later than I realized it was. Let's see where we are here. Much, oh, that's right, there was another thing of oil I forgot about in the bottom of the elevator room. At least I remembered it before I got too far in. Hello.
Don't forget your bag, Daniel.
I won't, Herbert.
There is no shame in using a parasol in the desert. As it happens, it's imperative to your survival.
But it looks ridiculous.
The shade will hurt much less than dying, I assure you.
That was random. But apparently I'm going to need an umbrella for something. Thought it was back here. There it is. Oh, it was a full refill. Okay. Although I think that when those cutscenes, or not cutscenes, but memories kick in, a few things change. Like the oil might refill. There might be more in the study now. Candles and torches to reduce sanity lost. Well, I know that. Ouch. Oh, that hurt. Slight headache. Wound is bleeding quite badly. Think I will slowly heal. I could be wrong though. Yeah, we'll go ahead and use that. Yes, I'm. Oh, I misread that. I thought Ash was asking me if the character was the culprit for all the murders. What was it I had picked up? Drill part. Part of a broken hand drill. Okay. Right. Oh, there's no torch in there. Okay. Equipment.
Please, let me go. I won't tell anyone, I swear. I just want to go home. No! Get away from me! Leave me alone!
Won't budge. Machine parts. I need this. The rubble from a cave-in is hindering further passage and storage. Find a way to get through. explosives, of course. Primary.
Is anyone there?
Picked up drill part. Can't assemble the drill yet. Need to find all the parts first. Part of a broken hand drill. Okay. Now what the? Must have burned myself on the candle. Regarding explosive mixture. How did I know explosives? Alexander, I have prepared the explosives you needed for clearing the flood drain. I can't stress enough how important it is that the mixture is handled with care. Please try to tell your feather-brained servant this before you go ahead with your plans. The liquids are not by themselves explosives and should be kept separated to avoid further mishaps. I have arranged 2 large vats in the next room for the ingredients. All you need to do is to mix the liquids and you are ready to go. Here we go with the explosives. Well, there was one that was marked primary. The valve has rusted shut. Use the valves rusted shut. Well, that means I need to. Oh. Just knock the dang thing over. Oh, it's what I need the drill for, is I'm going to bore a hole into it so that I can get the pieces, or the mixtures. do you mean no object to use it on? It glows. A little low on oil. Don't stand too close to the blast when the explosive goes off. A tinderbox survived the explosion.
Why are you doing this? Get away from me!
We really needed some oil. Crap. Gotta go. Said there were a few drops of oil left in that, in the study. That's all I got, but let's see what we can get. Full refill. Oh, good. I needed that. How many, oh, I got 7 tinder boxes. Case of a missing rod. If a full set of 3 rods is unavailable, there is 1 rod in the inner study rooms which might work in case the elevator breaks down again. Unless it is absolutely necessary, always use the spare rods in the storage before using a mended one. Well, I already grabbed that other one. Ugh, this stuff again. Ugh. Whatever's overtaking this castle is definitely getting much, much worse. Low. 4. Turn. It's not working. Find a way to start the engine that powers the elevator. Oh, right. I got the pressure and everything correct. I have to go back down where those cogwheels were and pull the lever. That's right, there's nothing left in the burner for it to ignite. Wax. Machinery needs more work before it will run. Okay. I figured. not seeing anything that screams fuel source to me.
Have to get out of here.
Wonder if that's what I needed to... Maybe it needed to... Whatever this is that needs to flow through the pipes. Nothing for the burner to ignite. Yeah. I gotta find something to throw in there. I'm stuck. Yep, I'm well and truly stuck. Let's see if it will unstick me by reloading. Nope. Great. Come on. Nope. Options. Yes. Unsaved progress, that's fine. Load game. Machine room. Oh, okay. 5 minutes earlier. But I'm not stuck anymore. There we go. So still need that fuel source. Notes. Elevator breaks down, make sure to use the steam engine to build up pressure before channeling it into the machinery. Okay, I took care of all that. Still need to find something to burn though. We're gonna have a book burning. Alright. Better half just told me she's taking her lunch, so I will throw this in there and ignite it and see if that works. If that doesn't, we're gonna save it and then there's nothing for it to ignite. Okay. So since it auto saves, yep. Gonna go ahead and save it here and then come back to this possibly tomorrow, possibly later this afternoon. Thank you to Ash, Prime Lord, On Fire, and Anthony for dropping in for the stream. And yeah, we'll continue this another time.